They spent almost 3 years in brutal conditions in Chinese prison. Now, Ottawa is looking at compensation for Michael Spavor and Michael Kovrig to the tune of $3.5 million each. This, according to the Globe and Mail, which reports Michael Spavor's lawyer wants a much higher amount, $10.5 million. The two Canadians were arrested in December 2018. Canada was unequivocal the detention was arbitrary and the men weren't spies. More broadly, the case was viewed as retaliation for Canada's detention of Huawei executive Meng Wanzhou on a U.S. extradition warrant. But now, as reported by the Globe, Spavor blames his detention on Kovrig, believing he was arrested for information he shared with Kovrig, passed on without his knowledge to the Canadian government and allied spy partners through Kovrig's role as a diplomat. The allegations have shone a spotlight on the Global Security Reporting Program, a little-known information gathering unit part of global affairs. A newly released critical report by the independent body that reviews Canada's security and intelligence activities found the GSRP operates in a gray zone. There are no risk assessments and security protocols related to increased scrutiny officers may attract, and the GSRP does not have appropriate safeguards for interactions with contacts overseas.
If the courts rule that the Canadian government was negligent in their managing of the interviews with Mr. Spavor, that there would be justification for the kind of compensation that he is looking for. I mean, after all, his treatment in prison involving being drugged and held in tiger chairs.
But experts say a financial settlement for a case like this is not common, pointing to Meher Arar as perhaps the closest comparison. He received $11.5 million.
I'd certainly like to see an independent inquiry made, preferably headed by a justice of a Canadian court, just to examine whether anything was done wrong.
Neither Spavor's lawyer nor Kovrig responded by deadline. A global affairs spokesperson wouldn't directly comment on a settlement, saying the government is committed to helping both men rebuild their lives, but due to, quote, privacy considerations, no further information will be released. Abigail Bimman, Global News, Ottawa.